Hello everyone, welcome to the orbit of the coding and also welcome to the new learning world. So today I am going to explain response caching in ASP.NET Core. Caching is very important topics and very important uh, things to implement in our project because it's related to performance. When we implement caching, we definitely increase our performance in our project. So what is caching? So caching is things, suppose if you get a request some data to the server, like client get request to the server, and they perform some operations, they go to the business logic, perform some operations and go to the mapping, go to the SQL database, and then can access the data and response back to the client. So this process take uh, bit sometimes to get some data to the clients and display to the end user. But when we implement caching, so caching is basically it's store the data in the temporary memory, and when the same data should require, then it's return to the same data without going to the business logic and database parts. So if you need any frequently data, and that frequently data is stored in the cache memory, and whenever we get the request, and that the cache memory return the same data. So it's save a lot of times to our application to perform all the operation behind that. So this logic I'm going to explain through the Visual Studio. So I'm just go to the Visual Studio. So I have already implemented some things. So I'm going to explain. So here you can see that I have applied the response cache attributes in the home controller index method. So we can use the response cache attributes and we can pass the parameters duration. So duration is responsible how many seconds we can store the data in the cache memory, like 60. We can pass the second parameters locations. So we have other parameters as well. You can see that we have the parameters vary by header, vary by query key, and the locations. So if you need to what is the location, so if I'm going to the definition of that particular things, then here you can say that the response cache locations we have three parameters. Any zero it stands for cache in both prefix and client. Set cache control header to public. So response cache is managed to the application header, right? So we can have some data to the headers, and we can respond back to the client. So it's a store data in the headers. So if you want to header to be public, then we can use any, and if you want to client one, then header cache control header to be private, right? So I repeat it again. So cache control in managed by the application header. So you can set the based on the location private, public, and no cache, right? So this is the stands for the particular parameters. So here you can see that I already put the attributes, and now I just add a view data. In view data I can store the date time dot now, right? And also in the about controllers, I just view, I just add the date of time now, same parameters, and also in the contact I store in the video date of time dot now, right? So I just comment the attributes as of now, and then I just see the examples. So you can relate very much before and after if I compare the things. So let's wait few seconds. It's compiling. It's compiling. It's compiling. It's compiling. So it's again few more seconds. Few more seconds. And there we go. So here you can see that it's get date of time of now. It's today dash 28 and it's 4:48:01 So I'm going to the about section. Then it's 60 seconds. Then go to the contact 21 and again I'm going to the, so you can see that seconds got increases 24, 28, 30 and 31. So now I'm going to uncomment the response cache attributes. Then let's see. If I add a response attribute, then it's not go to the date of time or it's perform all the operation. It's just return the data that we store the cache first time request that store the data of time. Then that should be reflected again and again. So now I am just compile the applications. You can see the difference between them. It will take few more seconds. It will take few more seconds and there we go. So here you can see that 49, 31, 38, 40, but again you can see 43, okay, 47, 49, 50. Okay, it's not working. Oh, just I need to set the location cache. One second. It's working anyway. So I can use any because I set the response cache none, so it's not saved on the header. Right? I just build my application and run it again. Happy learning, happy learning, happy learning. Here you can see that 50, 42, 48, 50, 42, again 42, 55, 56 and 42. So it's written from the cache memory and time didn't change. It's don't call the date of time now. It just return the cache memory that we store in the initially. You can see that, right? So thank you guys. That's it for as of now. If you have any query, please put in the comment box. I will resolve the same. Thank you. Have a nice day.